Hello and welcome back to vlog 2 of my series on studying abroad at ETH Zurich in Switzerland. So I'm recording this video from London. I came here to celebrate New Year's with my friends. Shout out to my friend that let me stay at his place. And to finish the year, I wanted to look back on some of the trips that I did around Switzerland. So very early on in September, I took a trip to this place near Liechtenstein called Sea Alpsee. It's this beautiful place with mountains all around that you get to hike on. And in the middle, there's this beautiful lake that you can swim in. It was my first trip to the Alps. I had never been. And I was blown away by its beauty. We hiked for so long and I was so tired, and I was definitely not prepared for such a rough environment and hiking in such intense conditions, but I pushed through. I'm so happy I did because it was a challenge that gave me the confidence to then take on other hikes afterwards. Next on the list is the place that's the closest to Zurich, actually as part of Zurich, which is Uetliberg. It doesn't take long to get there, and it has very beautiful views, very beautiful nature, and it has a beautiful view over the city of Zurich and the lake. I have visited it twice, once in the summer and once in the winter, and the snowy views are gorgeous. I definitely recommend going up there. Next up is Rigi. I went there with my friends and we did a 360 panoramic hike. It was so beautiful. No matter where you looked, there was something beautiful. I was just in awe the whole time that I was walking. I didn't even have time to get tired. Overall, it was a pretty chill hike because there wasn't, other than one or two particular places, it wasn't very steep to hike. So it definitely was kind of like a thing that we can just do a little stroll. So that week I decided to do a bunch of hikes for some particular reason. And just a few days later, I went to Stoß and I did this rich hike between two mountains. And oh my god, was it beautiful. I think my favorite part of the whole hike was this view over the lake. The weather was just perfect. It was just this kind of bed of clouds surrounding it, and then it lifted up and this sun kind of shone through the mountains. It created this beautiful, amazing magic vibe. It was amazing. And the hike was actually quite difficult because even though you're kind of just going straight majority of the time, in some places you just go a lot up and a lot down. But it was definitely a fun challenge to do. I loved it. Another really fun trip that I did, this one was organized by ESN, Erasmus Student Network Zurich. It was a trip to the French part of Switzerland, in particular Lausanne and Lavaux. So we first went straight to Lausanne. We did a little walk around the city. But I think my favorite part about Lausanne was actually going to the side of it next to the Lake Geneva, and then afterwards we went to Lavaux to do a wine tasting with everyone, and it was so fun. Lavaux is kind of like a small town with lots of vineyards and a beautiful view of the lake with the sun setting next to it and the mountains right next to it. It's just everything that you could ever ask for in a view. So a few days after, I think, I took this trip with 3 of the friends. We had found this very, very cheap train that had panoramic views. So what we decided to do was to go to Locarno and stop before at Bellinzona. Bellinzona is a small town with 3 castles, and the castle was just amazing. It had this amazing grass fields that you could just sit on. And then we went to Locarno, where we stayed for 2 nights. The highlight of that trip to Locarno was hiking up the mountain. And then up top we had this amazing 360 view of, on one side we had this amazing sun shining on the lake. We could see Italy right there after the mountains. And then on another side we had the beautiful snowy Swiss mountains. So we did this in the morning, and then afterwards in the afternoon we went to Ascona, which is a small town still within Locarno area. It felt like it was Italy. It couldn't be more Italy than that. It was so fun and probably one of my favorite trips. My last trip that I took the weekend before I came here was skiing. I tried skiing for the first time. And again, it was through ESN, and it was so fun. Even though I've only tried it once, I think it's probably my favorite sport. It was just so much fun and I couldn't get enough of it. We did a class in the morning, met some new people there as well. It was just great overall. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed hearing about my trips around Switzerland, and I can't wait to see what other trips I get to do in this new semester starting soon in February. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye!